Beautiful people, and welcome back to TopNoteByA. So today I do want to share my fragrances that I wore last week. I have a video that is up already about fragrances that I wore the previous week, and I still want to continue this trend. So I'm going to share with you fragrances that I wore last week. Also, some of these fragrances are new to my collection. Some of these fragrances I already have in my collection, but they did not make it on the December tray. And then some of the fragrances that I wore last week are from the December fragrance tray. If you guys are interested to find out which fragrances I wore last week, then stay tuned. Well guys, today I'm actually not showing my face because I don't have, time to put on makeup and all that. So I'm just gonna stay behind the camera and show you the fragrances that I wore last week. So the first fragrance that I want to share with you guys that I wore last week, this was last week Monday. I wore this fragrance by Parada, and this is Parada Farm. I think everybody knows about Parada Farm here on YouTube. This fragrance has ylang ylang, it has iris, it's spicy, it has yellow floral, ylang ylang, of course, it has vanilla, it has vetiver, very vanillic, slightly green, a little bit powdery. Did enjoy this very much on Monday. I move on. The next fragrance that I wore, this was on Tuesday. This fragrance is Lalique Amethyst, and this one is new to my collection, just like the Parada Farm is new to my collection. This fragrance is fruity. It has blackcurrant, blackberries, mulberries, strawberries. It has peony, ylang ylang, bourbon, vanilla. This fragrance performs very well. It's very thick and syrupy and sweet, but not overly sweet. I did enjoy this Lalique fragrance very much. It's so thick and juicy. Oh, I had a good Tuesday wearing this fragrance. The longevity is pretty good. It lasted very long. It projected very well. Love the sillage. Love the skin scent that it became afterwards. The dry down, for me, the dry down, it's where it's at with the bourbon vanilla. It becomes this boozy, syrupy vanilla goodness. So yeah, Amethyst by Lalique. Moving on. On Wednesday, this is the fragrance combination that I did. I wore Vanilla 28 and I top it off with Angel Share by Killian. I was feeling myself. It's vanillic, it's apple pie, it's cinnamony. It was so good. It lasted very long on my skin. I love the combination of these two fragrances. I was feeling the cold weather. I was feeling everything. It was so good. I was having such a good fragrance day on Wednesday. I move on. On Thursday, I wore Initio, and this is Psychedelic Love. I'm smelling the fragrance. This is Psychedelic Love. This fragrance, the honey, it was so sweet on my skin. It lasted very long too. A little bit oily. If you know about Initio perfumes, it was a little bit oily, but I was having such a good fragrance day on Thursday. I wore this on Thursday morning, and then I'm going to share with you what I wore Thursday night. Hold on. So Thursday morning was Initio Psychedelic Love. And my cap doesn't, it doesn't stay on. It fell down, so it doesn't click well. So Thursday night, I took my bath and I tried on the new fragrance from Paulina Shah. This is Venom of Love. This is a little bit chocolatey, a little bit chocolatey. It's not a little bit cherry, but it's a lot of cherry, chocolatey, and I wore this Thursday night. This one, I didn't have such a good day or good night with this particular fragrance. It smelled like chocolate syrup, like not chocolate syrup, but cherry. The holiday chocolate pack that people give you during Christmas, and it has like cherry nougat inside the chocolate. That's what this smells to me, and it's so chemically, and I didn't really like it Thursday night, I move on. So we're moving on to Friday morning. Friday morning, I actually wore this Van Cleef and Arpels. I wore Moonlight Patchouli. Once again, patchouli carries this very patchouli, very earthy. Love the fragrance, performed very well. Friday morning has such a good fragrance morning. I enjoy this particular fragrance very much. But then again, if you have watched this channel, you know my love for patchouli. So I love the fragrance very, very much. Friday morning, I move on. Friday night, I actually wore this fragrance. I never thought I was gonna buy this fragrance ever in my life, and this is from Billie Eilish. So I see this fragrance. I don't even know who Billie Eilish is. I had to ask my daughter, and she said she's a musician. I've been seeing this fragrance all over, but I really don't like the boobs and everything. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. But I was at Sephora, and I came, I smelled the fragrance, and I love the vanilla. It was so vanillic, it was so creamy, it's so sweet but not overly sweet, very creamy on my skin, and I kept, you know, getting whiffs of it throughout when I was shopping at, not Sephora, sorry, Ulta, when I was shopping at Ulta. So I decided to buy it. So I wore this Friday night, and let me tell you, I'm enjoying this particular fragrance. Moving on. Saturday, I wore this fragrance from Erin, and this is Cedar Violet. This fragrance, let me tell you, I need to do an in-depth review on this fragrance, so you guys know. I got this from the cosmetics company store. I called them, I asked them what, you know, Erin fragrance they have and what Tom Ford fragrance. So I got this, and then I got Tom Ford ombre leather. It was in a pack. The price was like very good. On this channel, I show you tips and tricks to buying fragrances at a discount. So yeah, cosmetics company store, don't sleep on that. You get discount on all your fragrances, 50% off from the original price. You cannot beat it, and the fragrance performs very, very well. Love the fragrance on Saturday. So I wore this fragrance Saturday. I wore it again Saturday night. So I wore this in the morning, did my rounds and everything. Then before I went to bed, I wore this fragrance again. Such a good fragrance. I love the violet note in this fragrance. I love everything about the fragrance, and it performs and it stays on your skin. It gives you a very good scent bubble. It gives you a very good sillage, very powdery. Love the fragrance. And if you guys are interested in an in-depth review, I can do that. But yeah, this is my first Erin fragrance, and I'm enjoying it. So I have plans of, you know, buying some more. I move on. We are on Sunday, and I decided to give this fragrance another trial. I put this fragrance on. I'm still getting that cherry, that synthetic cherry note wrap around some chocolate, but the chocolate for me, it's like cheap chocolate, if that makes sense. It's not rich, it's not decadent. It's not a bad smelling fragrance, but on my skin, I'm not like, it's not me. The fragrance is not me. And I gave it a second chance. I'm gonna let it sit a little bit in my fragrance collection and let it marinate a little bit, let it macerate, you know, just let the juices, you know, thickens up, and I'm gonna try it again. But so far, the way I wanted this fragrance, the way I was looking forward to trying this fragrance, and this is not me. It's not like a fragrance that I don't want in my collection, but it's a fragrance that is also not me. It's not, I don't know. It's not me. That's all I can say. And I'm hurt by somebody here on YouTube. It's not my juge. If you guys know, you know, it's not my juge. So since this fragrance is not my juge, but I'm gonna still keep it for a little bit. It's 100 ml. I'm gonna keep it for a little bit. I'm still not gonna sell it. It's still gonna be part of my collection though. but I can also start giving out decants. Like I have 10 ml decants bottle, I have 5 ml, so I can give it away. I don't want it totally out because sometimes, depending on the weather, fragrances can trick you. So I'm still gonna keep it, but this is not my juice. I move on. So from Monday, I didn't start on Sunday because the last post that I did, I already have the fragrance that I wore on Sunday. So that's why I started from Monday. So this is Monday to yesterday, which was Sunday, the fragrances that I used. If you guys like what you see, leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what other fragrance related videos you guys want me to do. I do have 2 different hauls that are coming up. I do have a couple of new fragrances that I'm trying now. I have Navitus Parfum Race Spirit that I'm trying out, that I will talk to you guys about. And I also have Divine Aphrodisiac from Navitus. I haven't even opened it yet. This is by Bowtie Fragrance Guy that I'm also going to try out. That being said, guys, do not forget to comment, like the video, and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Follow me on Instagram. The handle there is TopNoteByA. Until I see you on another video, stay blessed, smell fabulous, and bye for now.